was sitting right beside you on the velvet couch, but I was reaching for a ghost I couldn't quite touch. You were staring at the screen a million miles away, with nothing but the static and the shadows to say. I'd ask you a question and you'd give me a hum, like a busy signal on a heart that's gone numb. Because you made me feel alone while I was holding your hand, like a stranger shipwrecked on a desert of sand. It wasn't the distance or the miles on the map, it was the cold, heavy silence falling into my lap. I was part of a we, but I was on my own. Yeah, you made me feel alone. I'd cook us a dinner and I'd set out the wine, trying to find a signal or a flicker of a sign. But you'd eat in a hurry and you'd head for the door, leaving my spirit face down on the floor. I'd rather be empty in an empty walled room than be crowded by a person who feels like a tomb. Is there a specialized torture for being ignored, for being the person that you're clearly just bored of seeing and hearing and knowing it all? I'm a portrait you're tired of seeing on the wall, right here in the light, in the middle of a crowded and hollowed out night. I'm a one and a two, and I'm lonelier than ever when I'm sitting with you. You made me feel alone, so incredibly alone. I used to hold it like a polished stone, the brightest thing that I had ever owned. I kept it shielded from the wind and rain, and built a temple for the joy and pain. But then the season started getting cold, and I felt the edges beginning to fold. And my love turned to dust right in my hands, like a kingdom built on shifting sands. No fire, no fever, no sudden spark, just a slow motion fading into the dark. I reached for the gold, but I caught the gray as my love turned to dust and drifted away. And drifted away. I try to gather up what's left behind, but it's a phantom that I can't quite find. It's in the carpet and it's in the air, a billion pieces scattered everywhere. I can't even sweep it out of the hall, because it's part of the floor and part of the wall. How do you fix what's already gone when there's no foundation to carry it on? I'm breathing in the ghost of us while my fingers are covered in silver dust. Nothing to hold, nothing to save, just a quiet wind over a hollowed out grave. It's gone astray, like a cloud that's finally left the sky. My love turned to dust. I've tried to teach my breath a brand new pace, to scrub the memory of your tired face. I've burned the maps that lead back to your street, and told my pulse to find a different beat. But every time the house gets dark and still, a rebel part of me climbs up that hill, and my heart still calls you in the dead of the night, when I'm losing the ground and I'm losing the light. I can tell my head that we're better apart, but I can't control the wiring in my heart. It's a broken record, a beautiful shame, how my heart still calls your name. I'll be halfway through a crowded, noisy room when I catch a scent or a familiar gloom, and suddenly the music just fades to gray as I feel the words I'm not supposed to say. It's a reflex now, a muscle in the chest that refuses to let the forever rest. I shout at the walls to be quiet for once. I've been fighting this battle for all of these months, but the silence just echoes the vows and the sound of the only person I ever truly found. In the beat, in the breath, in the long-reaching shadow of this living death. It's a whisper, it's a prayer to a person who isn't even there. My heart still calls you, it won't stop. My heart still calls you. I try to air out the rooms where you stood, to scrub the scent of the cedar and wood. I open the windows to let in the day, but the heaviness wouldn't just drift away. It's not a shadow and it's not a sound, it's a physical weight that I finally found. It's the sadness you left, a permanent guest, a stone in my throat and a cold in my chest. It doesn't scream and it doesn't cry, it just stares at the floor and it wonders why. I've changed the locks and I've changed the view, but I can't move the sadness I inherited from you. It sits at the table when I'm eating alone. It follows the rhythm of my blood and my bone. I see it in the way that I hesitate now, in the way that I've forgotten every forever vow. It's a gray-colored filter on everything I see, the only part of us that you didn't take from me. Oh, is it a haunting or is it a debt? A specialized kind of a deep-seated regret. I'm tired of the company, I'm tired of the gloom, of the sadness you left in every single room. Still here in the dark, without a single flickering spark. It's mine now, it's real, and it's the only thing I'm allowed to feel. The sadness you left, yeah, it's all that's left. I went back to that diner on 4th and Main, the one where we used to hide from the rain. I sat in our booth, but the vinyl felt cold, like a story that's already been bought and sold. The waitress asked if I was waiting for a friend, and I couldn't explain how we reached the end. I miss the old us, the way that we breathed before every promise was quietly sleeved. I miss the forever that felt like a fact, before we both learned how to stay and to act. I'm a ghost in the museum of the people we were. I'm drowning in the memory of the him and the her. We didn't have shadows and we didn't have doubt. We knew every secret and every way out. I miss the way you'd laugh until you couldn't speak, and the way that you'd kiss the salt from my cheek. Now we're just two people with the same history, but the us that I loved is a deep mystery. Where did they go, those kids in the sun, the ones who believed they had already won? I'd trade everything that I've gathered since then, just to be the old us for a second again. No baggage, no fear, just the sound of your heartbeat in my ear. I'm searching, I'm looking in the dust and the rust. I miss the old us. I haven't cleared the notification yet. It's a glowing ghost, a blue light regret. I've read those 4 words 1,000 times, searching for rhythm, searching for rhymes, but there's no subtext in the cold of the screen. Just a finality that's jagged and mean. And the last message you sent is a permanent scar, a digital border that's drifted too far. No, I'm sorry, no talk to you soon, just a hollowed out goodbye in the afternoon. I'm staring at the bubbles that'll never appear. And the last message you sent, loud and clear. I start to type back, then I delete the line. There's no use in begging for a flicker of a sign. The timestamp is frozen, a moment in stone, the exact second I was truly alone. I used to get I love you and good night, sleep tight. Now I've just got the silence in the middle of the night. Is it easier to leave with the thumb on a glass, to watch the whole lesson forever pass, with the tap and a click and a slide of shipwrecked soul on a digital sand. Read the heaviest words that I've ever been fed. No, maybe no more. Just the glow of the screen on the kitchen floor. The last message you sent, yeah, it's all that I've got. The last message you sent, yeah. I miss the old us. I went back to that diner on 4th and Main, the one where we used to hide from the rain. I sat in our booth, but the vinyl felt cold, like a story that's already been bought and sold. The waitress asked if I was waiting for a friend, and I couldn't explain how we reached the end. I miss the old us, the way that we breathed before every promise was quietly sleeved. I miss the forever that felt like a fact before we both learned how to stay intact. I'm a ghost in a museum of the people we were, and I'm drowning in the memory of the him and the her. We didn't have shadows, and we didn't have doubt. We knew every secret and every way out. I miss the way you'd laugh until you couldn't speak, and the way that you'd kiss the salt from my cheek. Now we're just two people with the same history, but the us that I loved is a deep mystery. Where did they go, those kids in the sun, the ones who believed they had already won? I trade everything that I've gathered since then, just to be the old us for a second again. No baggage, no fear, just the sound of your heartbeat in my ear. I'm searching, I'm looking in the dust and the rust. I miss the old us. Yeah, I miss the old us. I tell the grocery clerk I'm doing fine. I keep my posture straight and hold the line. I bought a new watch and I changed the sheets. I'm walking the dog on the same old cold streets. But the minute I got no one left to fool, the silence hits me like a breaking roll. And the truth is, I'm not okay without you. Every morning is a shade of a bitter cold blue. I'm a house with the windows all broken and bare, reaching for someone who's no longer there. I'm faking the breath and I'm faking the day, but I'm not okay, no matter what I say. I saw your favorite movie on the screen, and I had to leave the room to vent the spleen. It's the way the coffee tastes like paper and ash, and the way my confidence is starting to crash. I'm a puzzle with pieces you took in your pocket, just a flicker and spark in a burnt out socket. Is there a point where the almost is real, where I don't have to lie about the way that I feel? I'm exhausted from wearing this heavy tight mask, when how are you doing is the hardest thing to ask. Still breaking, still torn, like a tattered up flag in a midwinter storm. I'm trying to pull through, but I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay without you. Holding a glass and wearing a smile, practicing small talk for a little while. The music is thumping, the laughter is loud, but I'm just a ghost in the middle of a crowd. Everyone's dancing, everyone's bright, but I'm a cold shadow in a neon light. And I'm alone in a crowded room, searching for you in a sea of the gold, in a sea of the blue. Your name is a whisper in the back of my throat, while I'm drifting away in a hollowed out boat. I can hear every voice, I can see every face, but I'm still a stranger in this hollowed out place. Someone tells a joke and I mimic the sound, but I'm actually looking at the cracks on the ground. I'm checking the door and I'm checking the time, trying to find a reason or a rhythm or a rhyme to stay in the noise when the silence is deep and the secrets of us are the only things I keep. Is there a name for this kind of a ghost? To be surrounded by people and miss you the most. I'm a portrait that's hanging in a gallery of noise, losing my balance and losing my poise. No one sees, no one knows. In the middle of the party, in the midwinter snows, I'm right here in the light, and I'm lonelier than ever in the middle of the night, alone, so incredibly alone, alone in a crowded room. sitting in the hall, but I don't see the magic anymore at all. It wasn't a fire that burned through the night, or a sudden decision to put out the light. It was just the slow motion cooling of the air, until we were strangers who forgot how to care. Love faded away like a ghost in the room, leaving us here in a quiet kind of gloom. No shouting, no crying, no please don't depart. Just a gradual distance between every heart. I reached for your hand, but I caught the gray of a love that just slowly faded away. Faded away. We still share the coffee, and we still share the bed, but we're living on echoes of the things we once said. The I love yous became a habit, a chore, like a rug that's been sitting too long on the floor. I woke up this morning and looked at the wall and realized I didn't feel anything at all. Is it a mercy or is it a curse to watch the forever get steadily worse? Not with a bang, but a long hollow sigh, as we watch the best of us wither and die. No static, no spark, just a quiet surrender into the dark. It's gone, it's gone, and the silence is all that is carrying on. Love faded away. It just faded away. I waited for the clouds to turn a heavy shade of gray before I stepped outside to let the water wash away the salt upon my cheeks and the burning in my throat. I'm hiding all my secrets underneath a heavy coat. No one stops to ask me if I'm doing fine, when the sky is weeping just as hard as mine. And I'm crying in the rain again, letting it all out, a quiet kind of storm, a terrified shout. The world thinks it's a drizzle, just a change in the light, but I'm drowning in the middle of a cold-hearted night. No one sees the difference, no one knows the pain when you're crying in the rain again. Every drop that hits the pavement is a memory that broke, like the always and the never that we originally spoke. I can let my shoulders heavy, and I can let my spirit fall, because thunder is the only thing that's answering my call. I'm a shadow in the mist, I'm a ghost upon the street, while the puddles gather round my weary, tired feet. Is it easier to break when the world is breaking too? When the heavens are a mirror of the way I'm missing you. I'm searching for a rainbow, but I only find the wet and the long-reaching fingers of a deep-seated regret. Wash it away, let it all go, in the rhythm of the water and the midwinter flow. No traces, no salt, in a heart that's been brought to a sudden cold halt. Crying in the rain, just crying in the rain, just crying in the rain again. I thought the breaking was the hardest part, a sudden jagged tearing of a heart. But the aftermath is a different kind of war, slow motion pacing on a hollowed out floor. The silence has a weight I didn't see, and every shadow looks like you to me. Because missing you hurts more than the goodbye, more than the never, and I don't even try. It's a constant vibration, a low frequency sting in the absence of every beautiful thing. I survived the departure, I survived the cold, but missing you hurts more than I was ever told. Was ever told. I see your favorite cereal on the shelf, and I have to stop and breathe for myself. It's the way the sunlight hits your empty chair, and the ghost of your laughter still hanging in the air. I've memorized the exits and I've memorized the door, but I can't find the way to not want you anymore. Is there a limit to the space you can't fill when you're not even here, but you're haunting me still? I'm a prisoner of memory, a ghost on a track, realizing the only way through is not coming back. Still stinging, still sharp, like a broken string on a hollowed out harp. The goodbye was a moment, but the missing is alive, and it cuts through the dark like a jagged edge knife. Missing you, yet hurts more. I thought the stinging would fade with the months, that I'd only have to endure it all once. But it's a slow burning fever that won't ever break, and every deep breath and every dull ache. I've scrubbed every surface and bleached every floor, but I still find your ghost hanging around by the door. Yeah, your love still hurts like a fresh cut skin, like a cold winter wind trying to get in. I thought I was tougher, I thought I was grown, but I'm still bleeding from seeds that we sowed. It's been a long time, and I should be alert, but God, your love still hurts. Your love still hurts. I saw a picture of you with a smile. I had to sit down and just breathe for a while. It's a physical weight on the center of my chest, a restless exhaustion that won't let me rest. You're a beautiful scar that I'm forced to wear, proof of a fire that's no longer there. Is it supposed to be this sharp? Is it supposed to be this loud? Like a permanent shadow, like a permanent cloud. I've tried to replace it, I've tried to go numb, but the pain is the only thing that still comes. It's in the coffee, it's in the dirt, in every good morning that turned into hurt. Yeah, your love still hurts. It still hurts. It still hurts. I stayed up building a heaven for two, painting the ceilings in shades of your blue. I took every always and never you said, and wove them like silk in the sheets of our bed. I ignored the cracks and the cold in the air, because I was certain the magic was there. But love was a light, a beautiful ghost, the thing that I wanted and needed the most. It was a trick of the light, a sleight of the hand, a castle of glass on a desert of sand. I gave you my soul and I gave you the sky, just to wake up and realize love was a lie. He used all the words like a weapon of grace, while you were already planning a different place. Every I need you was hollow and thin, a hollowed out shell where a heart should have been. I was the only one playing for keeps, while you were just counting the harvest you reap. There's no forever and there's no divine, just a long bitter road and a broken down line. I'm burning the maps and I'm closing the book on the version of us that you originally took. No magic, no spark, of the dark. I'm done with the maybe, I'm done with the why. Because I finally see that love was a lie. Yeah, it was all a lie. I used to have a compass, I used to have a name. Before I stepped into the circle of your flame, I started trimming edges just to fit your empty space, until I didn't recognize the lines upon my face. I was a mountain, solid and so tall, but you turned me into echoes inside of your hall. You made me lose myself in the shadow of you, trading my gold for a dull shade of blue. I gave you the driver's seat and I gave you the map, and fell right into the forever trap. I'm a stranger, I'm meeting a ghost on the shelf, because you made me lose myself. I stopped singing the songs that I used to adore, because they didn't live in your world anymore. I became the yes and I became the please, always trying to put your restless spirit at ease. I poured my whole life into your empty cup, and didn't even notice when the sun didn't come up. Who was I before I was ours? Before I was counting these lonely spent hours. I've searched every room and I've checked every shelf, but I can't find a trace of my old former self. No me, no I, just a tattered up flag in a hollowed out sky. I'm starting over, I'm finding the track, but it's a long, lonely road to get myself back. You made me lose myself. Yeah, I lost it all. It wasn't a fire that burned through the night, or a sudden decision to put out the light. It was the way you stopped looking for me in a crowd, and the way that you always didn't sound quite as proud. I felt the temperature drop by a degree, in the quiet cold way you stopped loving me. It was the slow motion fading, the drift of the tide, the way you kept all the secrets inside. No more how was your day, or a hand on my arm, just a mechanical kindness that had no more charm. I goodbye was a habit you were ready to break. The way you stopped loving me was a slow motion ache. I'd tell you a story and you'd give me a nod, while I was still praying to a silent type God. You were already miles ahead of the us, turning our gold into shadow and dust. You didn't leave us sorry or a look in your eye. You just let the together slowly go dry. Is it worse than a blow? Is it worse than a lie? To watch the forever just wither and die. I was shouting for oxygen, I was needing the spark, while you were just stepping out into the dark. No goodbye, no stay, just the sound of the world as you drifted away. I'm a ghost, I'm a tree, in the memory of the way you stopped loving me. The way you stopped loving me. I stood by the window and watched the car idle. A moment so heavy, a moment so final. I had the words polished, I had the plea ready, but the look in your eyes was too cold and too steady. I realized the anchor was dragging the floor, and I couldn't be the one holding the door anymore. It was the day I let you go alone into the grave. The first time I didn't beg for you to stay. I watched the road swallow the red of your lights, and felt the beginning of 1,000 cold nights. No more chasing, no more us to be known. On the day I finally let you go alone, my hands were shaking as I turned the deadbolt, waiting for the regret or the lightning bolt jolt. But it was just quiet, a hollowed out peace, watching the tension finally find its release. I've been a passenger in your private war, but I'm not crossing that border with you anymore. I used to think loving was holding on tight, even when the stars were all falling from sight. But the bravest thing I ever had to do was stand on the curb and not follow you. No wait, no stop, just the quiet sound of the final drop. I'm still here in the zone, but I'm breathing again now that you're gone. The day I let you go, the last thing I heard was the click of the latch, the spark that went out without even a match. I waited for shouting, I waited for stay, but the air in the didn't leave a reason or a letter to read. You just took the oxygen I used to breathe. You left me with silence, a deafening sound, the heaviest thing that I've ever found. No final I love you, no sorry or why, just a hollowed out room and a permanent sky. I'm screaming for answers, but I'm losing the fight. In the cold, empty silence you left in the night. The hum of the fridge is a hammer on stone, a lonely percussion when I'm all alone. I find myself whispering just to be sure that I'm still a person and I still endure. But the walls don't have echoes and the floorboards are still like a ghost of a heart that's been put through the mill. Is it a weapon or is it a shield to leave all these open wounds never quite healed? I take an argument, a lie, or a blow over this nothingness you used to let go. No static, no ring, just the absence of every beautiful thing. I'm listening, I'm waiting, but the quiet is all that is staying. You left me with silence, the loudest sound of all. I was an open book with the pages turned white, with nothing to shelter and nothing to hide. I offered my strength when your spirit was low, and gave you the seeds that I needed to grow. I was a well that was deep and was clear, while you were the drought that was always so near. Because you took more than you gave by a long, bitter mile, for the price of a look or a hesitant smile. I was the lender and you were the debt, counting the things that you haven't done yet. I'm standing here empty, a hollowed out cave, because you took more than you gave. I'd bring you the sunlight and you'd give me the gray. Then you'd pack up the leftovers and head on your way. I was a listener, the shoulder, the rock, while you were the one always watching the clock. I poured my whole heart into a cup with a hole, and didn't even notice you were taking my soul. Is there a balance for a love that's this lean, for the space in between what you say and you mean? I'm bankrupt and broken, I'm down on my knees, trying to buy back my own memories. No thank you, no stay, just the weight of the pieces you carried away. heart that you never did say. You took more than you gave. Yeah, you took it all. I watched you pack the memories in a cardboard box and listen to the turning of the final locks. I thought that once the door was shut and you were gone, I'd find a way to simply carry on. But you left a passenger I didn't invite, a shadow that sits by my side every night. It's the pain that stayed with me, the ghost in the hall, the one thing you didn't take over the wall. I've changed the sheets and I've changed the view, but I can't change the way that I'm missing you. It's a heavy inheritance, a debt to be paid from the long-lasting, deep-seated pain that stayed. It's in the way I hesitate before I speak, and the way the floorboards always seem to creak. It's a physical weight on the center of my chest, a restless exhaustion that won't let me rest. I've walked 1,000 miles to leave it behind, but it's woven itself into the fabric of my mind. They say that time is a river that flows, washing away all the nevers and no's. But I'm standing still in the middle of the stream, and the hurt is the only thing that isn't a dream. Still stinging, still sharp, like a broken string on a hollowed out heart. But you moved on, you got free, but the pain is the only thing that stayed with me. Yeah, it stayed with me. I took the map and I threw it away. I didn't need a reason or a place to stay. I opened every window and I unlocked the gate. I didn't believe in the concept of fate. I just saw a horizon and I called it us, and handed you a heart that was full of trust. Because I loved you without limits, without a floor. I kept giving until I had nothing anymore. I didn't have a safety net or a backup plan. I was a believer, I was a fan. I crossed every border and I swam every sea, because I loved you without limits, and it finished me. I didn't have a maybe or a just for now. I made every promise and I kept every vow. I poured my whole spirit into your empty cup, and didn't even notice when the sun didn't come up. I was all in with my cards on the table, trying to build a forever that was never quite stable. There was no too much and there was no too far. I'd have followed you right to the edge of a star, but you were the one who was counting the cost, while I was the one who was getting lost. No boundaries, no end, just a long-reaching shadow around every bend. I gave you the world, I gave you the blue, because I loved you without limits. Yeah, I loved you without limits. I used to keep my windows open wide, with nothing left to shelter or to hide. I saw a horizontal line and called it a shore. I didn't hear the warning in the closing of a door. But you took the garden and you left me the thorn, and now I'm bracing for a storm before it's even born. Because you made me fear the way the light hits the wall. You made me fear the shadow before the actual fall. Now every hello sounds like a long-distance goodbye, and I'm searching for the hidden truth inside of every lie. I've built a fortress out of iron and glove, because you made me fear the very name of love. Someone reached for my hand in the grocery line, and I flinched like I'd stepped on a hidden buried mine. I've memorized the exits and I've memorized the floor, always looking for the rhythm of an opening door. I'm a bird that forgot how to trust in the wind, waiting for the moment that the breaking will begin. Is it a life if you're always on guard, if your heart is a diamond that's grown twice as hard? I'm exhausted from checking the locks on my soul, trying to find the pieces that you originally stole. No forever, no stay, just a terrified heart that's been drifting away. I'm safe now, I'm cold in a story that'll never be told. You made me fear, you made build a life on the words that you spoke while you were just looking for a light and a smoke. I was the anchor, the heart and the home, while you were just resting before you would roam. I gave you the keys and I gave you the bed, but I was just a chapter you'd already read. I was just temporary, a stop on the way, a place for your heart to hide for a day. I was a season before your real spring, a song that you like but forgot how to sing. It's a bitter kind of hollow, finally seeing that I was just a ghost in your version of being. You moved on so fast, like you planned the escape, while I'm still here tracing your shadow in shape. I thought we were building a forever design, but I was just a moment, a point on a line. You didn't leave a sorry or a look in your eye. You just stepped out of my life and into the sky. How do you survive when the always was a lie? When you realize you were just a way to get by. My soul into a cup with a crack, while you were already halfway on the track. No thank you, no stay, just the sound of the wind as you walked away. I was a rest, I was a view, but I never really mattered to you. I was just 10.